to a second day in a row of our Milwaukee Bucks victorious upset. Now, some of you may be asking, what in the goddamn hell am I talking about? Well, it has to do with. Uh, I just wanted to verify and how I spelled it. Anyway, 141, uh, let me correct that. I think 141, 137. Yep. All right. 141 and 137 over the Pelicans. As you can see, I just had to readjust the wording there. Um, let's hear what and then I'll kind of talk in between the segments. Well, let me put it this way. Fourth quarter, right at the Bucks had a chance to win the game in the fourth quarter. In the fourth, it was tied at 128, and then, man, folks, and then Yeah, just had to go off camera to turn something off so you guys wouldn't see what it was. Now, um, the other thing is I wanted to come talk to you guys about is when I'm live. Yep, notification. Something different. Is that it was Miles Turner, right foot. They said it was a three on the court. They were checking it to make sure he didn't step out a bounds. Sorry about the lag there, folks. I don't know what the hell happened. Because, hang on, I get back to this.
As far as for points off the foul line, but the bottom line too for the Bucks throughout the game, they took advantage of what the game was giving them with the paint, with the rolls, with the drives, outscoring the Pelicans 62-38 in the paint. That was a huge part of this game. Absolutely.
Yeah. No word on Giannis Antetokounmpo yet, though.
Ryan, congratulations on the win. The Pels were leading for the first three quarters. You went on your own run in the fourth to pull the lead. When did you feel the momentum shifting?
Bucks are
Sure, 60% shooting from the field.
and laughing at the Pelicans.
Can you talk about the collective effort that you guys
They're
and the success you see
laughing
that balance scoring?
at the Pelicans because of the way they lost it in overtime and um, in the fourth quarter. Now, getting back to Miles Turner, they went to replay. They said it was good on the court. Ah, said the replay center. Let me see here. Uh, how can I put this? The fans said, "Boo! You suck. You suck." Stuff like that. And well, damn it. Man, presented by Riverside. That was the intro. I forgot to play the intro. Oops. Man. Oh, thank you. Mike was muted. Oops. Oh, thank you. Mike was muted. That was the audio version of it. Me coming back from it. I was sitting here going, I was talking, trying to talk, and I'm going, why in the hell is nobody trying to heal me? And then I finally turned up my phone here, and then somebody typed into the chat, muted. Yeah. But back to televised stream of, yeah, that was Miles Dunn.
How do you get a third one here at home on Friday? Yes, sir. Yes, we do. Let's get one. Let's get it. Congratulations. I appreciate you, man. All right, good stuff there from Ryan Robinson. 141, 137 Bucks. Take a look at the leading scores here.
Leading scores, A.J. Green was at 20 tonight. Kevin Porter Jr. 18. Ryan Rollins 27. Miles Turner 16. Amy Coffey 16. Pete Nancy 16. Gary Trent Jr. 13 points. Leading scorers tonight versus the Pelicans. In this 141 to 137. And then, hang on a minute. This is what it will look like the background. If I can ever knocked on. Number one um, in the nation, if you guys didn't know. Also, as you guys can see by the color theme here, one of a great knockdown podcast streamers. Top right corner there, their logo. I'm not sponsored by them. I think they're a great channel. Um, as we're on this topic here, I want to give a big shout out to the Lockdown Bucks. Man, I want to get their names here correctly. Um, that was a little audio from the Lockdown Bucks. But back to getting their names. I want to give a huge shout out to the Lockdown Bucks podcast team and people of Camille Davis and Justin. Um, hang on here. Okay, let me pull up. Oh, Justin Garcia and Camille Davis. Um, yeah. Um, and then we'll hear from Doc Rivers on the Bucks a little bit later on in the stream here.
For Milwaukee, seventh play and overtime as well as we take a look at.
Yeah, I thought what Kevin Porter Jr. did, Miles Turner, um, and the rest of the team did today was pretty damn good. Of how they passed the ball around um, while Giannis Antetokounmpo is out right now, and it was just not one person doing all of the work. It was a team effort to get this second straight victory, a W for the Bucks, a W in the win column, presented by Menards. But I'm not sponsored by Menards. I'm just sponsoring this channel. And how they played on defense as well, of getting turnovers, of getting to the line and shooting. And
Use that defensively, a couple of big calls down the stretch as well. So maybe you didn't see all the defense you maybe wanted to, like you mentioned from the coaching staff, but down the stretch, a couple of big plays going Milwaukee's way. All right, they win it in OT. We're going to take a break, come back with more. We're going to hear from Doc Rivers on the way. But first, a barrage of threes for you here as the Bucks and Pelicans combine 45 threes here in this game. And they are serving its purpose as the Bucks win it here in OT. Thursday gifts were filled with people. Kyle Kuzma, 31 points last night, 7 tonight, but he had a big three late in the game. He also dished 9 assists here in this one. So a lot of stats to talk about here in the Bucks overtime win. Back at the Gerber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. Frank, Sean, and Tom Creed aboard with you here on Bucks Live postgame. And Coach, the three-point shooting in this one. If you like threes, you saw them tonight. The combined.
Yeah, if you like threes, 45 ties
this season
combined.
12 on his own here for the Pelicans in this game. That is phenomenal stuff right there. But the combined
3-pointers, Bucks and Pelicans, 45.
It really was. And thank goodness that Trey Murphy missed his last four and didn't take it any further because he shot it so well and his last shots were a little long or a little short. He just wasn't on target. But incredible. And I think again tonight they went through the paint, especially the Bucks. They went through the paint to get some of these threes. And most teams could have defended this better, but there were so many threes that were shot. The ball was moving, guys were ready to shoot it. And so the incredible skill level of what an NBA player has. And obviously Trey Murphy's a well-known shooter, but so many guys make it great. It's great to see AJ Green 5-6 of them again tonight himself. Yeah, indeed, and Gary Trent Jr. getting into the mix as well for Milwaukee. AJ Green, though, 6 of 12, as you mentioned, and the Bucks and the Pelicans just going at it. But this is also part of where both these teams are here right now. Not as much inside play when the Bucks dominated and played, but taking advantage of the threes and the hits that they were time down the stretch as well.
Yeah, down the stretch we will see. Nice ball screening by Ryan Rollins. His performance was great tonight, etc. And I could go on about Ryan Rollins. I'm going to try to get to Doc over here to see what he has to say. Yep. I want to let it fall.
Going into this little stretch here, you talked about late game execution. Hey, what we've learned is we can get to within 4 minutes. Can we? Yeah. Maybe it wasn't the smoothest in a lot of areas there.
Well, it was pretty good though. Like, the end of the gameplay was we couldn't have predicted better. We knew Miles, the five's gonna help and just get to the corner. We thought Scoot could get to the basket, which he did. I did that. The safe inbounds play, I don't think Scoot could have dribbled the clock out. No way, he just held it. But we did a lot of good things. And we got lucky a couple of times. I thought the back cut at the end of the game, he had a layup. And Ryan, I think it was Ryan who saved the day. So we did a lot of good things. What I liked was both units played well. The second unit made it tough to put the starters back in because they were playing so well. And that's a great problem to have.
Just kind of what you think of Scoot's impact in his first game back?
Well, it was a roller coaster. He played great, and then he had, we'll label as a minute and a half of hell, right? I think he turned it over, missed a dunk, and then turned it over again. But other than that, he was fantastic. And having him and Ryan on the floor gave us two playmakers, and I thought that showed how good that is for us.
I guess on the other side, Trey Murphy, 12 threes. What were you seeing from him, maybe being able to get loose and you guys losing track of him?
Yeah, we just lost him a ton, even a late one.
Yeah.
I think Kuz got rejected, which, our rules take everything to the pit, but he was off the body. And, that's where it's funny tonight. I think our offensive execution, we shot 60%, right? But our defensive execution, we did some things that we have to clean up.
We'll just ask you about Miles, the last few games. He's shooting better. Just kind of what are you seeing from him?
Yeah, we're moving the ball more. We're getting downhill. He tends to roll sometimes, and then he's stuck under the basket. We went over film today. Said, Miles, when you're rolling, don't get it. Can you get back out to the corner? because he drags the center out, and the centers don't go out; they just stand under the basket. And so he's getting the shots that he should get, and I think his confidence is growing.
You mentioned kind of the second unit, but I'm going to kind of include Amir in there. But like Amir, Pete Nance, Gerald Sims, kind of just helping with age.
They're great. I mean, they all know how to play. Amir, he shot 41% last year from the three. I've never seen a guy that's so reluctant to, I think my best was probably 16%, and I still would have shot him. He passed up one, and we got on him, and then he made two. So this may be a breakthrough for him. We got to get him to let it go. But he just did a lot of things. He rebounded the ball.
He got rebounding.
He's really good for us.
Plus, he got the shots he wanted to. And then the centers just stand right underneath the hoop. They don't go outwards. They stand right there, he's saying. I'll talk to you guys more about this in part 2 coming up later tomorrow, okay? See you guys later. I'll probably schedule it for either tomorrow or Friday about this game, about the Bucks Pelicans game. Peace.